I scratch and I pull at my head when I look at these numbers. I understand that there are sequences and realities that mathematically match. It's all about matching the numbers. Then you bring them into their own world, okay, or from their world into another world of where we are looking for the equations to understand how we got to a number. We're looking how we got to a certain number, whatever the number is, if it's 10 numbers or 9 numbers, and we have to understand the sequences of those numbers. If there's 5 numbers in a row, I'll take the first, the third, the fifth, put the second and the fourth together, knowing they're on opposite sides. I'll take the third one, knowing that it's divided between the second and the fourth, knowing that the one in the center is between the first and the fifth, sharing it and dividing the gateway. If it is 6 numbers, I'll take the center of the first 3 and the center of the next 3, bringing 1, 2, 3 together, 1, 2, 3 together, and then I will take, if it's 6 letters, I will take the 2 off, each one off at the end and make it 4. I'll take the 2 in the center, bring them together, and the first and the last to bring them together. I'll make it all a mathematical equation to understand a further process to a number that we don't understand or a situation that we don't understand. The same thing that goes for, this is back to the gematria scale, where A is 1, B is 2, all the way to F becomes 6 in gematria and 6 in regular numbers. M equals to 13 in regular numbers. It also equals to 4. M and M equals to 1 gematria and 4. L equals to 2 and to 3. K equals to 3 and to 2. This is the replication of the pool ball right over here. I know the gateway inside the pool balls between stripes and solids, and I'm only going to use S and S. Stripe and solid, or stripes and solid. The beginning is 5 and the end is 5 because S replicates 5, and it also replicates the V letter in Roman numerals. So I bring everything to its own dimension. Inside of this we have 7 and 7 is the gateway, 6 and 8, 5 and 9, and these are the gamma odds that pay 7 to 6. This one pays 7 to 5. This one pays 9 to 5, or if you buy it in the game, they pay you 2 to 1. This J letter will also become 20, which will then become 26. 2 and 6 equals to 8. But inside of 10, okay, it is 16. 1 and 6 equals to 7. 7 and 4 equals to 11. 1 and 1 is 2. Add 6 and 5. 6 and 5 is a creation from 2 times 3. And 2 plus 3 equals 6 and 5. 1 and 5 is a creation of 1 times 5 and 1 plus 5, which is replicated inside the N letter. N, 14 plus A in gematria is 15. That is the number for Mars, or 1/5 of a timing cycle, because in the horse races, which use the numbers from 1 to 10 and up, use the timing schedule of 1/5 of a second. So when you come to is it 1/5 of a second? Let me do this up. 3/5, 4/5. Wow. Now I'm a little. Yes, it's 1/5 of a second. So now we run the scale where this becomes 5 and 6 equals 2, where we get the T is the same thing, becomes 8 and 7. This is the division, and this becomes adding 6 over to 20 becomes 26 becomes 8 and 7 in gematria becomes 15. Area for Mars, 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 equals to 11. 5 and 6, the same number that comes up in 20. This equals to 2 and 6, and we bring Venus back to Saturn. And when you flip this upside down, 2 is in the 8th position. But when this becomes magic square, low shoe, this 2 in the 2 position, the 2 position is now played by Earth. The 2 position is now replaced by Pluto, in which the Pluto position is replaced by Saturn. Inside of where Saturn was is replaced by Uranus. 36 creation, 45. Equals to the creation, the foxhole in the sun. The foxhole is a dugout where the eyes come to watch. Because when you're in the army and you dig a foxhole, you're digging to watch out, right? For protection, so no one else can see. So this is the basic of the gematria lower side, of where we get G all the way to M as 14. 13, 12, 11. The same way we did in the last area, where we had G all the way to M is 14, which becomes 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, all the way up, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 plus 5 is 35. That becomes 35 in your electric company. This becomes 81, and 81, 162, 172, 182, 189. 189 is actually saying ABA Father. Because when you go to the gematria tree, okay, the 8 and the 9 on the piano becomes A and B again. But in the gematria numbers, 8 and 9 come out of here. Okay, 8 and 9 come out of here. Let me leave it this way. Where 8 and 9 come out of here, where 8 becomes 6 and 9 becomes 5. They become 11. Here they become 17. Here they become 11. You follow me? In the piano, these two would become A and B, 1 and 2. This becomes 6 and 5. Well, 1 and 2 inside the piano, as H is 1, that'll equal 7. As I is 2, that'll equal 7. As the next one is 3, that'll equal 7. As the next one is 4, that'll equal 7. As the next one is 5, that'll equal 7. And then M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, and the 21st key, okay, the 21st key, which is also the G letter, which is now 13. And all these are separated by 13. 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13. They're all separated by 13. The minute you get to U, which is the third area, U, V, W, and this is center C. 6 meets 3 in creation. Where 6 meets 3 in creation, P, the light, meets 19, X meets 27. Artificial intelligence in creation. I know it's a hard thing to follow because it has to be discussed. I got to go over it. I have to go over it. You notice those milk cartons in the back? That's because I'm going to be planting my seeds for the summertime to have my own little garden. I did want to mention one thing that I did not look at right now. 336 divided by 12. 12 moons is 336. When we hit 337, creation of the Christ of the Gateway, we're into our 13th moon. So 337 to 364 is all the same thing. It's just where in the cycle of the next moon. This is divided by 4. This is divided by 3. 1 and 3 equals 4. 1 and 2 equals 3. So that's how I'll work the division. Cleveland gets I-77. So they're working whatever Christ method or whatever numerology says that Christ is all about is out of Cleveland. They wear the orange helmet in the NFL. What team sports do they support? In Detroit, you have, first of all, I want to show you this is 66 also. Route 66 is inside 77. Detroit is I-96, I-95, etc. It connects to the 401, which is communication, the 417, and the 40 that runs. This is Ottawa. Canada holds all those numbers. 13 and 15, 4 and 6, everything runs through Canada. And in Quebec, we have the 13 and the 15. It seems like all the roadways, right? You know when you run up into a main stream of diversion, one straight line, and everything else is plugged out of Canada. Everything is plugged. Everything is plugged, seems like, out of Canada. I know. I see it. I know I see it. So either it's plugged out of Canada or it's going into Canada and it's recycled in either the conspiracy part of the world or inside the truth of how this whole planet was placed. And they just kept chopping away and breaking pieces apart until we had islands in the sea and we were all separated instead of being one big piece. Anyways, whatever it is, it's also good for a better balance. Like I mentioned this in the last video, again, this is more gematria numbers. We did this before. 156, remember the 336 moons? 156 and 56 is 112, right? This here, okay, imagine 13 moons, okay? Imagine 13 moons. This here, okay, is 6 of the 13 moons. 6 times 20, 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 20 is 120. There's some mistake here. 56, 112, 156, 56, 56, 56, 168. Right, sorry. The number's here, not here. 56 and 28 equals to 84 and 84, which is Pluto. 2 Plutos that equal this cycle over here. This is half. This over here is 6 moons. There's 7 more moons to go. Or 196 days. 196. 13 times 13, 169. DEF DEF 4, 5, and 6 is also a relationship to 6, 5, and 4. 6 equals P, 5 equals N, 4 equals M. M, that is your schedule. 4 plus what? 4 and 6, we need another 6, so now we put X. It becomes DX. Okay, and I'm going to show you that inside another piece that I have written out, which is not here. This is enough for this video. I went on a little bit too far. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Just want to move away my chair from show you what's going to stand behind me. I want to thank you for watching this video.